Are you constantly feeling angry, unhappy, feeling like you're a failure, hating on everybody, hating on yourself, constantly living in that sense of guilt and that hate towards yourself, towards like everyone else and the whole world? I guess you're not alone because this is me. I'm here. I'm just constantly living in this shit and I'm so done with it and I'm so tired of it. My name is Katie and welcome to my diary. This channel is kind of like a diary for me, and I'm hoping that I'm not alone. In fact, I know that I'm not alone and I'm not the only one who's feeling that way. And therefore, I hoped that anyone who needs help, anyone who needs a friend, um, will stumble upon this channel and just, enjoy my journey with me. Even though I do not believe that this is enjoyable because I'm constantly, feeling depressed and stuff. So if you're feeling that way too, well, maybe you'll find some remedy with me, or maybe I can help you with something. Or maybe I will be able to mirror back to you the things that you need to hear. And today, it's about to heavily rain, so I don't have that much time. Before, I used to be like in this super happy mindset and super happy like circumstances as I thought like 5 years ago. But now I'm starting to realize that I just over romanticized that time of my life. I do not actually remember what it felt like to be there, even though I do remember some parts of that I wasn't as happy. And so to avoid that, because now I might be over. Can you hear the thunder? So right now I feel that I may be over demonizing the current that I'm living in at the moment, even though it's not as bad. So I want to have this like video, like proof that it's not all that bad. And so today my journey begins and it starts with me transforming my life. So maybe you will hear something that you need to hear, because I know that if you stumble upon this video, it's not happening just for nothing. Everything is happening for a reason. So if you ask me like, Katie, what are you not satisfied with when it comes to you? And I'll tell you, I hate everything about me. Well, most of that. Well, at some point I'm like, oh, I really like that one. But the other things I hate, and I'm in therapy now and I'm working to get them straight. So for example, I hate my body. I hate my weight. I hate my looks. I don't like my hair. I always feel that I can do better, but I'm constantly lazy to do better and to be better. And I hate that. I'm always pissed at all of my friends because they are not perfect and I want them to be perfect. I'm pissed at my parents because I want them to be perfect and they're not perfect. And I'm always like fighting with them. Even though that I'm 29, I still live at my parents' house, even though I've lived in another country for 5 years. And then for 1 year, I rented an apartment, but the life still put me back into my parents' house because I do not know how to calculate my money correctly. And I hate that about me. And I hate that about life. And I find it super unfair. And I hate that I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I don't have, my parents have bought me an apartment. I don't have, my parents have bought me a car. Like, I'm using my mom's car and she's always putting it, into my face like, hey, you're using my car. And I'm annoyed about that. And I'm annoyed that I wasn't born with a perfect body that I can eat everything I fucking want and still be skinny. I'm annoyed that I don't have a six-pack. And I know that I'm the one responsible for all those things, but I'm still annoyed. And this is like a very childish state of mind, and I do realize that. And I do realize that I need to do something about that. So I'm annoyed at my job because I kind of like doing it, but then I'm too lazy to do that because all I want to do is just, lay back on my sofa, do nothing, and have billions of money and be like, able to go anywhere to do anything. So I'm annoyed at that. And like the list is endless. I'm always annoyed at something, I'm always unhappy with something or someone, or the way things are, or the way things were. It's a constant battle, and I'm just tired of it. I'm super 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 tired of it, and I'm annoyed at it. So I just can't anymore. I need to change something. My first step of taking back the power, taking back the control of my life, even though I know that it's going to be a very long, hard, and bumpy road, I really wish to go through with it. I'm really, like starting to pursue it. And I don't want to quit because I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm done I'm done with current flying through me. I want to be in the moment. I want to be here. And I've been reading a book today. I'm so sorry for changing like billions of locations in this video. Anyways, there was this story of a guy. He was born blind and he had problems with his spine, and he was not able to do anything, but he only liked painting. And when he was painting, he felt freedom, he felt happy and stuff, but only he was the one who felt that way. Like, he thought that his pictures were something nice, but actually they weren't. And so anyways, he was really sad about it, and he was around 33 years old or something, and at some point he was like, okay, that's it, like I'm just gonna quit this life. And before taking his life, he was like, okay, let me just try one thing. For a year, I'm going to act at every life's circumstances that I'm the one who's responsible for that. And I forgot his name, but it turned out that he was the founder of the modern American psychology, and then he got married and had 5 kids, and all because he changed his mindset from being the victim into being the one who's responsible for everything. And I find it really inspiring, to begin with. There is this thing, I'm not sure what it's called, I'm gonna Google it. In Russian, it's called askeza. And basically, it's this healing exercise. I think it's spiritual exercise that you deny yourself of something, or you put a new habit into your life starting at 21 day, and it can go on for like a year, half a year, a month, and so currently today, this is my first step of changing my life, and I've decided that for 21 days, anything that happens in my life and everything that happens in my life, I will think that is if I am responsible for that. A game-changing mindset, as I feel, but this is my first day of doing it. So imagine if you're just walking on the street and somebody steps on your foot. And it's crazy to think about it, that it's not their fault, and it's not your fault either, but you are the one responsible for it. So there is a big difference between feeling guilty and being at fault and being responsible for things. So for example, stood on your foot and you're like, oh, like, just watch where you're going, what is happening, what the hell. And then you're like, what if that person is not guilty, because I am the only one responsible for my reaction. Yes, that person stood on my foot, but I was also there, it just didn't happen on an accident. That person, he was not chasing me to attack me. So I'm the one in control of my emotions. I'm the one responsible for my emotions, for my reactions. So why would I be mad at that person? They obviously didn't do it on purpose. So this is a type of situation where you can get your power back when you take it back, and it is very liberating. It feels like a lot of freedom. Or another type of situation, right? For example, you don't have enough money. For example, you work at 2 jobs, you're not making enough money, because that's literally me. And I'm like, oh, I'm so angry all the time because I don't have enough money. I want to make more money. I want to be able to do this, to do that. Oh, look at that person, he's having this. Or look at this person, he's having that. And what if I'm responsible for all of this? What if me not having enough money is my responsibility? So I'm not at fault. I'm not guilty. This is just the circumstances. I'm totally okay. I'm totally fine. This is just what's happening. And where here can I do something to change it? For example, I can, if it's my responsibility, if it's my money, I can, for example, start saving a little bit, or prioritize what I really need and what I do not need, because I have a constant shopaholism problem. I often feel sad and I often feel upset and guilty about everything that I do. And the only thing that helps me to get my mind off things is go to the store and buy something. And usually these type of buyings, they will give me like a little satisfaction. They will give me like a 10-second relief. And then after that, this snowfall is like coming back on. And I'm willing to stop it. I'm willing to end it. So yes, this is what I'm gonna try to do. And maybe if you happen to see this video, maybe you can try with me. Why not? And I will be making these videos whenever I have time, because so far I'm like, oh, I need to put on makeup, I need to go somewhere, I need to buy myself a Mac, so it makes sense. And I've been postponing this shit for like, I don't know, half a year now. Well, okay, for 2 months at least. And I'm like, okay, I don't have a microphone. Yes, I have my phone with me right now. And yes, I don't have a fast laptop, because every time that I have an opportunity to buy it, I choose to spend my money elsewhere. So this is me trying, because there is no better time than now. Everybody's looking at me so funnily. I'm just standing in the middle of nowhere. Take the responsibility for everything that is happening in your life on you, because you are the one responsible for it. Even if it feels the most, unsettling, even if it feels the most unfair, this is your life, and you can control your emotions. You can control the way you see situations, the way you see people. And if somebody hurts you, well, of course, like, I don't know the whole situation, but probably they are assholes. But it's not your fault that they are assholes. You know what I mean? This is the type of situation where you can take control back. This is what you're responsible for. Yes, they can be assholes all they want, but it's not you. It's not anyhow defining you. So focus on the things that you can control. And so yeah, this is my 21 days of being responsible for everything that is happening in my life. I'm super annoyed that I have to do that. And I'm super annoyed that I'm 29 and I feel completely lost. I feel completely, I don't know how to live. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next. Why is everybody around me so happy and healthy and rich and stuff? I want to be that too. So this is me owning up to my shit and doing it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you heard something nice, and we'll see what this may turn in the end. And I hope that everything was heard, and I hope that it's still recording. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you. You see, my main beef is that all these successful people who have found themselves and stuff, and they've been through shit, they've been through a lot. Of course, like, their advice, their way, their path is like amazing. But whenever I see those people who are already successful, I'm like, bitch, like, I really need to go through a lot to get there. I really need to do a lot to be like them. And I know that for someone, me, whatever I'm having at this certain period of time would be also like a lot, and they would have to go a long way. And this is completely normal. And it doesn't anyhow like cancels what others have suffered or what they've achieved and stuff. They did amazing job. But whenever I see someone already somewhere far away from me, I'm like, oh no, like, this is so much hard work, I don't want to do that. But whenever I see someone who's around me, like, who's having pretty much the same results as I have at the same point, I feel more united with them. So I thought, maybe there are more people who want to start changing their lives, but for some reason they can't, or they cannot find the right path to follow. So maybe my path will be the one that you and I can follow together.